Against the backdrop of multicolored lights and incense, a sacred salon helps you with psychedelic powers to find the God within. Shamans and gurus gathered at this recent EnTheo conference for you to be able to get rid of the shame and guilt and problems in your life, not through confession or Christian beliefs, but drugs. Yes, they believe with the EnTheo, in Theo God, a God within, that if you use these medicines and the leadings of the shamans and the gurus, you'll be able to find the God within. Don't these people know we don't need that? Don't these people know that we don't need LSD or magic mushrooms to try to make or create a God within? We do that naturally. Every second of my life on this earth, and yours too, we are always exalting our pride and trying to say, I'm God. Whether it's Adam and Eve in the garden wanting to be like God and wanting to know evil, or you and I in college, or whatever it is, we are always in our life thinking, I'm God. Maybe mushrooms help me feel more like God. Maybe LSD helps me feel more like God. I wouldn't know either. But the concept that you can find the God within, not with Christian faith or life, but with these psychedelic helps under these psychedelic gurus, you don't need that. So why do they do it? Psalm 119, Mem. Oh, how I love your law. I meditate on it all day long. I confess to you, this one's a hard one for me, because there's times I don't really like God's law. There's times it tells me to do things or not do things that I go, actually, it'd be better for me, Lord, to do it this way, to do it that way. There's times I want to change God to what I want. But the psalmist writes, I love your law, I meditate on it, let it change me. We live in a world that says there's something wrong with me, and you've got two options. You can either be happy with yourself and use some amount of drugs or deep breathing or whatever to bring about that self-love. Or you can look at God and his love to change you, to meditate, to find deeper meaning. No matter how much incense, no matter how much multicolored lights, no matter how much LSD you have, at the same level, you're still the fractured, broken person you were before. You maybe just convinced yourself a little bit better. Meditating on God's love is to see that I am better than the way I feel or think about, because God's love has eternal value for me. It's worth my meditation, even if it makes me do some changing, because I'm changing according to him who has eternity in mind.